Good evening and welcome to Scrapping on the Fly. This is Kristen and I have some Disney's Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, that's a long thing to say, pages to share with you tonight. It's late, and they are all from the Rise of the Resistance, and I am excited to share them with you. So this is my very first page from the evening for the day. This is all the stormtroopers that we came across when we first got off of the ship. I had one large piece, 12 by 12, of the stormtroopers, tore it in an L shape, matted it on this blue paper, and then decided that it was too clean looking. So I ripped some pieces off and then matted it on this black. So this is a very thick page. It is a full sheet of black, a full sheet of blue minus the little tears. I matted all the pictures on white, and then added these little border strips that I just trimmed out. This one is on top of the picture. I know that I have pointed out before that these Sandy Lion stickers do not state that they are acid and lignin free and to keep them away from your pictures, but this is practically a duplicate of this minus this lady's arm in it. So plus I have all of these saved in a very safe place if I need to reprint. So it was worth the risk because I liked the way it looked, plus it was covering like her part of that lady. I don't know her. So this sticker and these came from this Star Wars Sandy. Ooh, hello. It's like a nunchuck. Star Wars craft stickers. So, I mean, they are called craft stickers, but they, like I said, do not specify that they are acid and lignin free. I did get them at Hobby Lobby. So, and then I named this page O Troop. And the O came from I had them sitting here just a minute ago. Oh, here they are. This sticker set called Adventure. I think they came from here. If not, I have they are thickers for sure. I have one other set of thickers, but I think they came from this one. So that is page number 1. Page number 2, this is when we are in the cells, and I took strips that I cut on my Creative Memories paper trimmer, and it needs a new mat. If you can't tell, it is pretty strippy. It's got the little pieces on it. Because this is for the dark side, I'm okay with that. If I'm looking for pristine, I was using my scissors. I gotta order new mats. Use a little strip of the Stormtrooper paper that came from the torn page I just shared, titled it Cell Block 77. This is the year the movies originally came out. It's also my favorite number, so it was a perfect fit. I added this for a little extra texture, and I like having that Star Wars paper on here, and it pulls this same paper. Matted these on red, and then double matted them on some Mickey Mouse black paper. And I just made these strips on here kind of like a cell block, like you were in, you know, cell. There were no bars, but we were in a closed room, and Kylo Ren scared my daughter. So that is page number 2. Page number 3 is when we are about to escape, and the good guys, not these guys, this guy. I'd like putting the good guys on the good guy pages, even if they are not the ones who actually were the one here rescuing us. I have this paper, I want to use it, and I feel like this just shows you that it is the good guys. So this is the flip side of it. I inked this with some distressed black soot, just so it would stand out against this paper. Titled this Getaway Adventure, which also came from this thicker set of adventures. And matted this fin sticker on some paper that had some stars stamped out on it, and just kind of fussy cut around it a little and put it up on some foam. put a few Finn stickers up there, and then a strip of my Star Wars washi. And then I used the gray smoke, hickory smoke. I gotta get these names figured out. And this fired brick through a stencil that I created myself on my Cricut. And there's a little spray off here, and I liked that, so I left that alone. And that is page number 3. For this page, I really wanted this picture to stand out. While the most important thing is that Finn came to our rescue and saved us, this was the one thing I really wanted you to be like, holy moly, when you turn and see this page. So I really considered printing this, a picture of the AT-ATs in like a 5x7, like a bigger picture, and making it like the whole page. My original plan was to have the AT-ATs and the stormtroopers attacking us on one page and Finn rescuing us and returning fire on the other, but decided I'd put them together because there were so many little pictures and this all happened at the same time. So I used some more stormtrooper paper and matted all of these AT-AT and stormtrooper pictures in red. And then I think of green and blue when I think of the good guys, because that's their lightsaber colors typically. And so I matted Finn in green, put him on some of this paper, and it has the resistance symbol, and then every other square is the first order symbol, so I just cut that out so you can't see it. Put a couple Finn stickers down here and titled this page Surprise. I may change that. I'm not changing this. This will stay here, but I may put another title here. I haven't decided. My original plan was for this to be like, whoa, or, you know, something about the sheer size of these AT-ATs, because this is from underneath, and like we are this big compared to this huge things. So technique, I took a piece, this is a 4x4 picture, took a piece of 4.5 by 4.5 white cardstock, and I took my Tim Holtz de-stress tool and distressed the sides, and I thought, okay, that looks good. And then I decided that I would use this distressed ink in antique linen to ink up the sides to make it look even more distressed. And then I just decided I was going to wrinkle the entire piece of paper up. So I just kind of wadded it in my hand and then flattened it back out, taped my picture down. And then I put it on foam, and then put it on this corrugated paper. I had a little strip of it sitting over here. Here it is. So I have this corrugated paper, and so I just put it up on that, and that is 5x5. And then I just matted it on top of the stormtrooper paper, added this little UGG sticker that came from Crafter's Corner, or Crafter's Square, and that is all I did. And then I put this, the Force is Strong with this one. My husband is offended because Finn does not have the Force, so if that offends you, I'm terribly sorry. It is tucked down in there with double-sided tape, and I could fix it, but I'm not going to. So I hope that you do not leave and unsubscribe because I put that on there. So then we get chased by Kylo Ren. He literally comes storming down this tunnel, and he's got his lightsaber lit up, and my husband swears this is red. It looks orange to me, but he says it's kind of fiery. So I took his word for it. I matted everything in red since this looks more orange, and I thought that the red would help bring that out. I tore this piece of paper that came from a Recollections Neon Night Hot Buy. Oh, I was going to show it to you, but it's stuck. Okay, so I tore it in half, straight down the middle, and then I thought it needed a little something after I had added everything, and so I covered up all of my stuff and inked just a little with this carved pumpkin through a stencil that I created on my Cricut. Used this Obsessed border sticker. I have had this on a couple of different places and maybe one more place, I'm not even sure. And then titled this page Close Call and put these Kylo Ren stickers from my Sandy Line sticker book over here. And then I matted this little piece of, this is one of the bad guys' vehicles, and it's like the layout and plans for it. I matted it on white, cut a sliver of it off to put over here, and then put the rest over here, and matted this sticker that says Space Wars. And that is all I did for that page. This is one of my favorites, and spent a little bit more time on this one than some of the others. I did create this boom on my Cricut. It was just a SVG that was in the design space. Used another piece of that corrugated paper, a banner, put a TIE Fighter piece of the layouts, like the blueprints or whatever, and put this, I think this is Poe Dameron. I can't really tell in this picture, but I know that Finn also comes up on the screen telling us to get out and escape quickly. So this is the pictures when we are in our escape pod and we are taking off. They are blowing up things left and right. The good guys are blowing up the bad guys are blowing up the good guy. I mean, it's a lot of boom, boom, pow. Henceforth, the title of the page is Boom. So to create this circle, I took a piece of paper that I had cut a circle out of on my Cricut, laid it down in my spray box, taped it to where none of the other things would get any ink on them, and I started with the carved pumpkin and sprayed it all over. And then I let it dry. Who am I kidding? I didn't really let it dry. I kind of went on it a few times, and then I took my hickory smoke and sprayed like here, 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 you know, like in a few places. And then I kind of let that dry for a hot second, and then I used the mustard seed and I sprayed that in a few places, because those are the three colors that are predominant, other than obviously the black, is the orange, the yellow, and the gray. So I love the way this turned out. It was so neat. I did set it aside and worked on matting my pictures while this dried. It's hard for me, but I didn't want to put it down while it was still wet because then it might come off. So I matted this on orange, then I matted it on yellow, very thin, because I did not want to take away. I wanted to make sure you could see this circle pretty much all the way around, except for, you know, obviously the corners. And so then I put it all up on very thin, you know, like a little foam squares or rectangles that you can get like in the crafters corner in like the kids department at Michael's or something. And I just put that all over the back so it would be evenly raised. And then I added 3 of the little ships here and 3 ships here. And according to my son, these are the good guys, these are the bad guys. I don't know. We're going to hope that's correct. Like I said, please do not abandon ship just because I get something wrong when it comes to Star Wars. So, like I said, one of my favorite pages. The last 2 pages, I pretty much let the background paper, which is by Reminisce, do a lot of the work. This is one sheet of paper. However, this planet or moon or sun or whatever this is was up here on the top, and I just tore this part off and then trimmed this to where it was flat, or not flat, but smooth, and then tucked in these pictures down here at the bottom. This is us leaving the ship and finally getting to safety, and then this is, as you can see, Batu coming into the end of view, and then this is as we've landed in the tunnels, and this is what you see. So I just added some Reminisce stickers and some Sandy Line stickers with the resistance symbols, and then there's some stickers of Poe up here who was flying with us, and so I just matted everything on Reminisce paper. These are some of like some land pages, and then these are in the sky since we were still in the sky. I put on here whoa because this was a close call, and then I titled this page Escaped. And I matted this on black because of this top part right here. And then the last page of the ride or experience, like I said, I pretty much let this paper do the talking. It was perfect because this tunnel is pretty much identical to the tunnel we actually ended up in at the end of the experience. So I matted it on green and blue because, like I told you before, I feel green and blue are the good guy colors. And so I matted them on white, then matted this one on blue, this one on green, and then white, just solid cardstock scraps I had in my drawer, and then matted this one on white, and then matted it on some paper from the Reminisce collection. It was actually the bottom of this one, so it's like the sand and stuff. And I really just I wish this was on this side because we were looking down this tunnel this way at this light, and this light is what's shining in our face. So, you know, like this light right here. And I just titled this The End. I did take this Star Wars paper, cut out one small piece that you can see where it says Star Wars, matted it on white, and popped it up on some foam double-sided tape. And then I added the little resistance symbol down here, and that is it. I completed 8 pages today. I'm really excited about how they turned out. I'm really excited that I'm done scrapbooking the Rise of the Resistance experience. I believe it's going to go in a separate scrapbook because I am already up to 58 pages in my Star Wars books. And so I still have about 10, maybe 11 pages left to do to finish Star Wars. So that's going to take me up to 300 pages total for Disney. And I still have Our Flight Home and a few extra odds and ends that have popped up. So right now I am at 58 pages in the Star Wars book, 290 pages in Disney altogether, and 115 plus the 3 non-Disney pages I've done for the month of August. So I have been a busy girl, and I still have 2 more days, and I'm still in quarantine. So hey, we'll see if I can get 8 more pages done the next 2 days. That's another 16 pages. So we shall see. I could honestly get done with Disney World before the end of the month. Not the goal, just a possibility. We'll see. So anyway, I think that's all I've got. So I hope that you all have had an amazing weekend, and I hope you've gotten a chance to safely spend time with the friends and family, the people you care about, and I hope that you have a wonderful week coming up. Tomorrow is Monday, August the 30th, and so I hope tomorrow you get a chance to do something you love with someone you love. Happy scrapping.